So anyway, getting to the point of how to potentially fix this. Things that I've learned after doing a little bit of research, watching some of my favorite people on YouTube, trying to understand perspectives a little bit better from older generation or people in my own age group that I've had conversations with this about. And I think understanding yourself is probably the biggest first step. Trying to take a moment to pause, separate yourself from all of these feelings of negativity and comparison, separating yourself from the sources of that comparison or the ease of comparison that comes along. For example, taking a break from social media, taking a break. When I say from social media, I don't mean necessarily not consuming anything media-wise, but trying to detoxify your social media platforms. Stop comparing yourself or adding yourself, putting yourself in front of this source that you're going to compare yourself to or you're going to feel inadequate towards, and maybe changing your perspective to realize that not everything you see is real. Not everything you see is actually how people feel. Not everything you see is actually what happens in this world. A lot of it is doctored and edited and filmed at the right moment with the right lighting, and realistically comparing yourself to that is just not fair. You see the sides of you that no one else will see. However, everyone else that you're looking at, you're only seeing the side of them that they want you to see. So how is it fair to compare yourself to that? How is it even realistic to compare yourself to that? What is the point? You're not a robot. You're genuinely not a robot. So making sure you sort of detox yourself a little bit is kind of important because it gives you some time to figure out who you are. It gives you some time to figure out what you actually want your life to be, because it doesn't have to fit the societal norms that are around you. It doesn't have to look like everybody else's life or what everybody else considers success. Your life and your success is up to you. It's entirely up to you. That decision is yours and yours alone. Unfortunately, not everybody in this world is created equally. Unfortunately, not everyone is going to look the same, have the same strengths, have the same weaknesses, have the same predispositions to do this, to do that. Even health-wise, people are all built differently. And unfortunately, with that, it means that you will have certain disadvantages. You will not be able to keep up with certain things and certain people and certain aspects. And that means you need to understand yourself, because the strengths that you have, it's very important to capitalize on those strengths. It's very important to work on your weaknesses. It's very important to set out on a journey to improve yourself, especially if this is how you are feeling, because this feeling won't just magically go away. It's not something that is easy, and it's not something that you're gonna just be able to fix, or somebody's gonna come into your life and fix, and no item of value is going to fix this either. You can't just stumble across a certain amount of money and then your life is going to be changed. Money is a catalyst. Whatever your life is currently is what is going to be amplified by that money. Whatever freedom or whatever person that you equipped as a tool or as supplementation to your life to make it better, that's not going to be enough. Only you can make your life better. Nobody else is going to fix that. No one else is going to come and save you, and nobody else is going to be able to consistently do that. Only you can, because you're the only person that's going to be with you 24/7. Your mind and what's going on in it is the only thing that's going to stay consistent. So it's really important that you learn to manage your own expectations of yourself, your own skills, your own strengths, your own advantages. It's very important that you understand who you are and what you actually want from this world before you sit there and you compare yourself or try to base that upon what everybody else wants or everybody else thinks. Yes, use the internet, use the people around you to be able to understand yourself better and what you would like better. But don't try to use their guidelines, their rules, their strategies, specific strategies, to designate what you are to do with your own life. That's not going to get you anywhere. It won't. Yes, there's a part in the beginning where you do kind of have to fake it till you make it, or fake it till you become it. But in reality, you can't do that forever. You have to figure out you and your own path. And that could be why you feel this way, because you just keep looking at other people's paths. You're looking at other people's journeys and where they're at. That's not fair. That's not fair to yourself. That's not fair to them. That's not fair to the world. It's almost a disservice to the world, to yourself, for you to sit there and keep comparing yourself and holding yourself back from your actual true potential by just holding yourself to the standard that isn't meant for you. Trying to fit into these shoes that aren't your size. Whether they're smaller or larger or whatever, wider, it doesn't matter. Nothing is better or worse. You have to figure out you. You have to take the opportunity to find out what is right for you. Because that's how life works. Unfortunately, it's not easy. Honestly, the best way to go about fixing this is having more clarity. Understanding and mapping out your goals. And then yes, creating systems to reach those goals. I used to think that creating systems was something for social media, that I would line up my days of posting, I would figure out what I'm going to record and when I'm going to do it, how I'm going to edit this, edit that. But I realized slowly over time that these systems have nothing to do with just social media. It's really just life. Life is a compilation of systems. And if you don't line up the systems that you have or that you need to reach your end goals, it becomes almost impossible to keep up, because what you're going to do is you're going to get pulled left and right, and you're going to be so not organized, so sporadically just an anomaly that just spikes and runs around and jumps up and down to whatever tune that the world or whatever you're watching is setting for you. You can't keep doing that because you become a puppet to the environment around you. No more being a puppet. No more being this person that is so unsure of what they want or where they should be. Take the opportunity to figure yourself out and figure your situation out, and you will see success, because the clarity will allow you to move forward more successfully. The clarity will allow you to see why you're doing what you're doing, because everyone needs to have a purpose. You can't just magically fix the problem by assuming that this is what you should do or this is why you do what you do. You have to know why you do what you do. And that's not an easy thing to answer, and it's not something I can answer for you. It's not something that anyone else can answer for you. It's something that only you can answer for yourself, and only something that I can answer for myself. Super, super important that you get clear on what it is and why it is that you move forward, or what you're moving forward towards every single day. And finally, the biggest point that I want to mention, once you do stop comparing yourself to others and remove the toxicity of these comparisons or the ease of access to these comparisons through the social media platforms and everything in between, and then you create systems towards your end goal, you create systems so that you can move forward and actually have clarity as to why and what you're going towards. The final step is really engaging in activities that allow you to make small changes, small growth, small steps, small climbs every single day. That is the final step. You can't do it without the other steps either, because if you don't remove these distractions, it becomes harder and harder to make those steps. And if you don't figure out why you're doing it and what the end goal is, it's going to be almost impossible to make those steps in the right direction. But the final step is really just making slow and steady adjustments, because even though it's a little ounce of progression, even if it's just a little minuscule moment forward, that is progression. That is what will allow you to reach the end goal. And just being consistent with that. There's no way to perfectly do so, but I can tell you that if you don't make those baby steps every day, and you don't have the clarity and the mindset and the perspective to avoid the negative comparisons, to avoid just moving forward blindly, then those steps will be for nothing. So the combination of all three of these things is what will come together to create the life that you want, for you to create yourself as the person you want to be. It is managing those three aspects. And then finally, I just want to mention one of the biggest things. I kind of mentioned it earlier, but there is no time limit, guys. Yes, life is unexpected, unpredictable. We have no idea when our last day is. We don't know when our loved ones' last days are, sadly enough to say. But you cannot think that it is over. You cannot think that you're running out of time. Yes, move hastily as if you are running out of time. Today is your last day per se, but don't think that it's so late or that it's too late for you to take next steps and try to reach those goals that you set out for yourself. Don't think that you are at a point in your life where you can't make steps forward. There are people out there that have seen success and reached the goals that they wanted to reach well far into their lives, beyond the age of 20, 30, 40, and so on and so forth. You're never too late. What is too late is feeling like you're too late and not doing anything. That is what's too late. That is the point where you ruin yourself, and the vision and the dream and the potential and the future that you could potentially have. That's when you ruin that, by thinking it's too late. Because whatever got you to this point where you feel, oh my God, it's something that I got to think about. Oh my gosh, I'm so worried. I'm stressed. Where am I going? What am I doing? The reason you feel that way now, and yes, as I look into this camera, I'm really talking to myself. The reason you feel that way, Rowan, and everybody else watching this video, the reason you feel that way is because every step of the way you felt that way and you said, I'm not where I need to be to do this now. I'm not where I need to be to get started. I'm not where I need to be to take those next steps. That is what you did every step of the way, and then you waited until the next step and the next step. And now you're at a point in your life, whatever point it is in your life or Rowan's life, you're at a point in your life where it really is almost too late. Now again, me saying that sounds I'm talking against everything that I just said. I'm just saying it for the concept. Right now, you're at the point where you do feel like there really is nothing else you can do if you don't get started right away, or if you don't fix yourself right away. But that's because every step of the way you stopped yourself. Every step of the way you said that you weren't going to be in the right place to do this. It's not the right time. You're not ready yet. But look at what that did. It just pushed you back more and more time-wise. So for everyone watching this video, and including myself, because half of these videos, I make them because I want to help people out there. I want to help others who are feeling the same way I feel, like I'm a failure. But I'm also making this video because I'm talking to you, and I hope you watch this back and you realize that, yes, you are here probably because of your fault. You're probably here because of things that you couldn't control as well. You don't know why you're here really. But what you should know is that right here, right now is the change. Right here, right now is the start of you fixing that repetitive thing that you've done so long that brought you to where you are now. Right now is the moment for you to no longer be repetitive in that direction. Now you're going to move in another direction. Now you're going to move forward in the right direction, because now it's no longer repeating the same mistakes you made. Now you're going to fix the problems that you created for yourself. And even if they weren't created by yourself, it's still your responsibility to fix them. It doesn't matter if it's you who caused it. It's you who has to fix it. So I know this is a long-winded video, and I'm going to cut it down as much as I can, but I want to stay true to this concept. You're not a failure. You feel like one, and that feeling is something that a lot of people are feeling. You aren't alone in feeling like a failure. But that doesn't mean you are a failure. Don't identify with something that you're not. Take the next steps forward, and you will see success if you push yourself in the right direction. I am looking towards moving in the right direction. I don't feel good physically. I don't feel like I'm where I want to be career-wise. I don't feel I have supported or shown those in my family that I'm capable, so that as they move on with their lives and go on through the hardships that they're facing, that they can confidently either count on me or confidently be assured that I will be okay. I don't think I'm where I need to be when it comes to that. And if you feel the same way, this channel is a channel where I'm going to manifest my goals. I'm going to move forward in the right direction, learn from my mistakes every single day as best as I can, and I'm going to bring you along with me. And I'm going to help you do the same. That's why I'm making these videos. That's why I'm here, and I should have made this video long ago. Whether you're looking at the other videos that I make, I know I'm yelling at the camera, I'm mad now. I feel like I'm mad because I'm kind of talking to myself. I'm reprimanding myself. But everything else I've made, food videos, running videos, motivational quotes, whatever else I've made, it has been to show you that an average Joe like myself can reach the goals that I set out. And you can too. You don't need to be some fitness guru to reach your physicality goals. You don't need to be a dietitian to be able to eat healthy. You don't need to sacrifice your whole life to reach these goals and be this king of the world type energy. You don't need to be that way. There are some people out there that live their life every day like they want to be that, and you can do that. And yes, still follow this channel because I'll support you when you're feeling down. But there's many other channels that are telling you, oh, you have to be on your game 24/7. I'm not telling you that. I'm not telling you you need to be on your game 24/7 or that you're always going to be successful. But what I am telling you is that whatever has brought you to this point right now, where you're watching this video and you've stayed this long, whatever's brought you to this point right now, you're going to fix. I'm going to fix. We're both going to work on this together. Every single day, we're going to put in some sort of work, whether it's a micro step or it's a giant leap. We're going to progress. And I know this video kind of got intense, but honestly, this is how I am. This is the real me. And I hope to share more of it with you and the rest of the world. And I hope you, when I say you specifically, I'm also talking to myself. I hope you watch this back, and every single day you can watch your own videos and progress and remind yourself of why you do what you do. Because there's people that count on you every single day. There's people that look for you to be their guidance or be their success, or there's so much that you want to do, and there's so much that you can be. You can be so much more than you think you are, but it's got to start somewhere. And I don't know what else to say at this point. This video could probably go on for 3 hours, but I don't want to kill you guys with that, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it short. This will be the first video among many. I look forward to adding value to however I can to your lives, and to show you guys that I am going to be a better person. I'm going to reach the goals that I've set forth. I'm not going to give up on myself. And it's not going to be easy. But if you've gotten this far in the video, I just want to say thank you for watching. I hope that you would like and subscribe and share this video, because I want others who may be feeling the way we're feeling right now to watch this video and to understand that it's not too late. And there are things that they can do. And there's so much that you're going to do. You will. I promise you, you will. Thank you.